Hey guys, so today I just wanted to talk about few of the things, few of the mods that I have got installed on my Adventure 390. I have been through a lot of things with this bike, a lot of accessories, and I kind of have a fair idea now as to what works and what does not on the ADV. And yeah, I just wanted to share these things so that whoever is planning to get started with modding their ADVs, they do not waste their time or money, because I wasted a lot. Okay guys, so as I was saying, so I just wanted to go over a few mods that I have on the Adventure 390. And as you can see, I have got quite a few things. First of all, I'll start with the front and the simplest things that you can do. The first thing is get a GPS mount for your bike. Okay, this is really a good accessory if you want to mount your phone on your bike. I also have a handle mount here for my mobile phone, but let me tell you, the GPS mount is a much better way to read map on your motorcycle while riding. This allows your phone to be mounted on top of the meter, which is very much easier to read and be able to see the map while you're riding, because you don't have to look down or turn your head anywhere. The phone is well within your line of sight. The next thing that I would suggest is, with the GPS mount, get a phone mount, and I would suggest not to go very expensive with the vibration and dampening and whatnot. There are a lot of phone mounts that are very close to 2000 rupees, and I would suggest it's not required. I have had people tell me that the camera unit gets ruined because of the vibration, but I mostly all the time I have two phones mounted on my bike. One is my office phone and one is my iPhone. So I have never had an issue with the vibration causing any problem with the camera stability. Yeah, I would just suggest get this sounds mount, which is a very good mount. It's very quick and easy to mount your phone and as well as release it. So you just need to press this to be able to open the mount and just put your phone in here and then just press it there to lock it, and it's very secure. I also have this rubber thing here for extra stability, although it's not required. I have ridden a lot of miles with this. If you just have this rubber thing as an extra protection, then it's probably most secure than any other mount you could get. So yeah, apart from the phone mount, I have in the front the TFT protector, which is just a scratch guard or a tempered glass, you could say, for your TFT. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is another good thing that would keep your TFT screen looking fresh even after years of use. So I would suggest not to get the expensive ones, which are again around 1200 to 1500 rupees. Those are not actually necessaries. Uh, they kind of cover the whole TFT from the outside as well. So they have a plastic border as well. But I don't think that's necessary. Just get a proper tempered glass here, and you'll be good. The problem with the expensive TFT protectors is that they kind of cover the whole thing from the side, and what happens is the heat gets kind of trapped inside that TFT unit. So that kind of ruins your TFT display. So rather than protecting it, it kind of ruins it. Okay. So yeah, just get a plain TFT glass here. Uh, the next thing is this headlight protector grill that I have at the front, and it has. I can't say that it's very useful unless you're doing a pretty hard off-roading in a jungle kind of scenario wherein you have a lot of branches and trees that could hit your headlight. But yeah, it is aesthetically it looks good. The next thing is I have some aux lights here. This is the one from Autofy, which is another cheap option. I would suggest for the lights, you could definitely get the expensive ones because lights are something that are well worth the money if they are very bright and very focused. On the highways, they would allow you to have much better visibility. But yeah, if you don't have the budget, getting the cheap ones around 1,000 rupees or 800 rupees, that's fine as well. Because they would definitely increase your visibility uh, to some extent. Okay, so there are mainly two types of aux lights in the market. One is basically a spread one, which kind of covers a larger area, but it's not very focused. And the other one is a kind of a focused one like this. This has sort of like a magnifying glass on top. It focuses the light and produces a much thicker and brighter beam. But the spread is not that great. So yeah, I have both of these here, one for the spread and one for the focus. And these are cheap, around 800 or 900 rupees. Okay. So the next thing that I have on my bike are these trek and ride, what do you say, crash bar bags. Okay. And these are pretty useful if you're doing touring, and if you are even riding this bike on a daily basis to work. There's a lot of space in here and a lot of things that you could store. I have a puncture kit, a tire inflator, uh, few tools, some wiring tape and some extra wires and all that. Okay, so in case I get stuck in the middle of the road somewhere, there are times when you need some electric tape or some zip ties. So yeah, those are the things that I have. I have this bag on both the side. So yeah, I have my chain lube and chain cleaner as well inside. So the next thing I have is the spoke seal protectors that you could see from Moto Trends here. Uh, I wouldn't say it's absolutely necessary that you have these because either ways the fork seal kind of goes out when it's due. The next thing I have is the Moto Trends neck brace. So what you see here, this white logo. This is a neck brace for the Adventure 390 specifically. It kind of stiffens the whole headlight unit here, headlight assembly here, and it does not allow it to flex a lot. And what it does is, let's say if you have a phone mounted here like I do, and you have a big windshield or windscreen like I have here, we'll talk about that as well. So if you have a heavy big windscreen or a phone mounted here and aux lights as I have here, right? So what happens is your whole head unit becomes a bit heavy, and if you're doing some hardcore off-roading and you hit some deep potholes, what would happen is your whole head unit would flex and bounce up and down. I haven't heard of anything breaking from that, but I still did not want to take any chance. That's why I got the neck brace from Motorwin. Okay. ठीक है. Talking about the head unit, we have the prospect windscreen here on the top. This is absolutely I would say necessary if you're doing a lot of highways and you have a helmet as I have. I have a motocross helmet and it had a beak. It has a beak. I have removed it, but because of the beak, the wind buffeting, I could feel the wind buffeting so bad that the helmet would just pull my head back. So this Prospect windscreen definitely helped with it. It's height adjustable. You could move it up and down. So the next thing that I have are these lever protectors. These are very cheap ones from my local aftermarket bike shop that I have in my area. You could get blockbusters, but I would definitely not recommend that. If you have money to throw away, it's fine. But these are only 1,000 rupees. They have their aluminum support here on the inside. They are metal, so they are pretty strong in case of falls. And I have fallen a lot of times while doing off-road. So these are definitely a lifesaver. These will definitely protect your levers from breaking, and at a fraction of the price of the blockbuster ones. See, I when I got these were all black. What I did is I just put few pieces of wrap here to make it orange, but I've fallen so many times that the wrap is completely removed. So these still stay strong here. I don't have any complaints with these. So the biggest thing that I have done to this ADV is to put the front adjustable suspension. As you can see here, the clickers, right, for the adjustable suspension on the front as well as the rear. I have fully adjustable suspension on my bike. Not fully. Front has rebound and compression. Rear has a preload and rebound. Uh, but it's better than the non-adjustable one. Definitely. I'll make a dedicated video on it, and I'll walk you guys through as to how I got the install done and what's the best way that you can do it. All right. So apart from the adjustable suspension, the next thing I have is this brake lever. I think this is from SS Moto. This lever is also a lifesaver if your bike falls, which has happened a lot of times with me, and it will protect your lever from bending or breaking because it folds up in case it hits any rock or something. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty good accessory. The next thing that I have on the bike is this Guardian Gears ka tank bag, which I have at home, but it the base you could say the base of the bag is here, so that it's easy to get the bag installed in a few seconds. And I would suggest everyone to get a tank bag for this, be it any brand. Guardian Gears has worked well for me. I kind of use it every day because I carry my laptop with me to work, and rather than having it on my back, it's much easier to have it in a tank bag. And the Guardian Gears, I think it's Shark. The tank bag is called Shark. It's pretty big, so I think my 14-inch, it's 14 or 13.5-inch laptop fits easily, the office laptop. So that's definitely worth it to get a tank bag. More than the saddlebags that I have, I definitely use the tank bag much more. Okay. The next thing is these tank grips that I have. I think they are from Motorin. I'm not sure. But yeah, these are also pretty useful while doing off-road when you're in a saddling position. Another huge thing, a big upgrade that I have on the bike is, if you can see this sensor here, the silver thing. Okay, this is a temperature sensor from a thing called a booster plug. Okay, so what this booster plug does is it basically tricks the engine that it's running kind of cold, like how you find the engine on a cold start, right? By tricking the ECU to think that the bike is running cold, the ECU puts in a bit more fuel to make the air fuel mixture rich. So that gives a bit of more power, you could say. Fuel efficiency definitely drops, but then you definitely get a bit more power. It's kind of similar to having a Fuel-X, but the Fuel-X works on a different principle completely. It works on the O2 sensor, and it tricks the ECU that the air fuel mixture that it's providing has less fuel as sensed by the O2 sensor. So the ECU puts in more fuel, and the booster plug works on the temperature. The next thing I have are these saddle stays. They are from Bandido's Pit Stop. They are JB Racing saddle stays, I think so. Yeah. Oh, we have a doggy here. Okay. So we have the saddle stays here from JB Racing. Uh, we also have the top rack from JB Racing as well. And we have a top box. I don't know what brand this top box is because I got this top box used from a friend, uh, and it's turned out to be one of the most useful things that I have for my bike because stores it stores a lot of stuff. Basically, it can store two helmets, so it's a lot of space inside. I also have the dirt sack. It's not an exhaust protector. It's a saddlebag protector. It fits on the exhaust and it protects the saddlebags from the heat. Few small things that I have are these protectors that you see on the brake fluid reservoir, on the front one as well. A small protector. Uh, there was another one on the coolant reservoir as well. So yeah, this is the one on the coolant reservoir. Uh, yeah. Another major thing that I have on the bike, two major things I think are remaining. First are the Reese Moto Trail R tires. I think for 50/50 tires, they are offering it for a really great price of around 7,000, I think. And these provide exceptional grip on bad roads and off-road. I have not used them in the rains yet. I think yeah, they will not perform that great in the rains, but KTM does have a really good traction control and ABS, so I don't think there's a lot to worry on that side. The next major thing that I have on the bike is this SW Motec sump guard. I wouldn't suggest everyone to get this exact sump guard because I myself did not buy it officially from SW Motec because it's very expensive. It is around 19,000 rupees and you have to get it imported from the US. But a friend of mine was selling this because he sold his bike and he was selling it separately. I got it from him for around 4,000 rupees, which is a great deal because you could get the engine some guard from Zana or some other cheaper options at the same price at around 3,000 or 4,000 rupees. So for that price, I got an SW Motec one. I thought that was a great deal. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I have the rear adjustable suspension as well. So, like the front I showed you with the clickers, uh, the rear one also has an adjustment for the soft and hard setting. If you can see, you have a screw head there, and it has soft and hard labels. So you could adjust the rebound from there. That's it for the things that I have installed on the bike. Another thing that I would recommend everyone, even the people who don't have an ADV, is to get an intercom. I specifically have one from the Route 95 store. This is a T9S intercom. They have a newer model of this as well. It has pretty good sound quality for calls as well as for music, and the battery life is exceptionally well. I have used it in the rains. I have left it inside the top box in high heat situations, and it has performed well, no issues at all. Okay, so when I told you guys that you need to get the phone mounted on top of your meter or the TFT display, you can see here from my perspective as to how good the visibility is. You don't have to look down or look at the handlebars, below or at the left to be able to see the maps. It's pretty much right there in your line of sight.